All right, folks, it's Monday, September 11th. I'm back here with my partner, Ascending Capital, Joseph Levy. How you doing, Joseph?
Hey, Glenn. Hey, everyone. Yeah, nice to be back.
All right, great. So, what was I going to say? Just drew a blank. I was going to say, I know there's not too many folks on YouTube now, but I've been noticing a lot more people are watching on Twitter lately with the live video embed that we do on Twitter. So, if you do want to comment, though, or ask a question, you got to do it either through YouTube or Rumble. So if you want to do that, head on over to youtube.com/StoryTrading or rumble.com/StoryTrading. So our morning show this morning was lit. We did great. Today's actually the best day ever for our fund. Tesla. So Tesla, we gave you a 275 target. And we're heading there. It looks like we're at 271 right now. And we've killed this. And Joseph, good job getting into some call options before the weekend, but we even added more today, which is helping out. So any thoughts on that?
It was just really good teamwork today, trading calls. It was very nice, like you said, to have calls from last week. The trading calls today has been beautiful. We've really, like you said, best day ever because of Tesla. Wow. I think we're officially Tesla major fan bulls. What would you say?
I don't know. We'll see. But looking good right now. Tesla trying to break out of this little resistance line right here. You see that? That's a 50 moving average on the 1 minute time frame, 1 minute frequency. And look, it's just what we do. We look at the catalyst. We interpret the catalyst. How impactful will this catalyst be to sentiment, to fundamentals? And then from there, we make an estimation on upward bias, downward bias, and I think we nailed this one. So 276 initial target. We do have CPI on Wednesday. If we didn't have CPI Wednesday, I'd say this is going to 285 to 300 by the end of the week. But now we got some risk going into Wednesday, so I'm not even sure what we're going to do. Going into Wednesday, maybe we'll take more profits. Maybe we'll buy some puts. We got to figure that out tomorrow by the end of the day. Do something because of the risk to the market Wednesday morning. But again, I think 285 to 300. We talked about all the catalysts this morning. They're glorious. They're awesome. They're like, honestly, I think that's like an inflection point catalyst this morning. When you have someone out on Wall Street come out and say 250 to 400, and now it's our top pick. Basically we're quickly getting to the point where the bears are being debunked on, this is just a car company. Yeah. This is not just a car company. It's a tech company. It's an AI company. It's massive opportunity with autonomous driving and robo-taxis. And I think it's early days yet.
Yeah. Also, the reason why I bought those calls on Friday was also due to so much bullishness around Tesla. It's not normal. Like everywhere, all on Twitter, stock Twitter, it's all about the Cybertruck, about Elon. So this was like just a cherry on top. When this came out, it's like everybody needs to be in Tesla right now. And I think that's what we're seeing.
Yeah, there's been a lot of excitement over Cybertruck. Yep. And it was actually going to be on our show this morning, even before that upgrade by the analyst, because of all the excitement about Cybertruck. So it was just another reason to get it on the show. That was awesome this morning. All right. We gave you Yatra as our second pick of the day. Yatra's up 6% with the IPO announcement, so that's going well. We've been in this since the 220s. We've averaged up. There's actually this candle here, this day that we initially got in, put it on our show. We've been following it and with it, stayed with it since August 10th. So since August 10th, and most part, IPO schedule has been announced. We're going to get pricing by September 25th. And by September 28th, we'll be trading in India with potentially a gigantic move on September 28th. So nice to see Yatra up and nice to see that catalyst come to fruition, up 6% today.
Yeah, and shout out to Matt Cole for like keeping it together and pushing to buy on dips and all of that. He's been great. Like,
Yeah, we got that lead from Matt Kolb in our community.
Yeah.
So maybe we'll interview him on that soon. All right, air did not work out today. Actually, we did try this morning and then took a quick loss on it when we saw, we're doing better with Tesla. Took a quick loss. We thought we'd get a sympathy move with air. We didn't get that, so cut it out. That's air. We have some in the long term, but as far as a day swing trade, we cut it. All right. Palantir hit our 16 target to the penny. My gosh, 16.10. 16.10. I think we initially had like a 15.99 sell order or something, but we did exit a little bit early because we needed some access to capital to trade Tesla a little more aggressively. But that hit our target to the penny. 50 DMA. We gave it to you Friday or even Thursday, and we gave it to you Friday morning with the 16 target. We stuck with it, kept the 16 target because of the event coming up on Thursday. The AI event looks really, really interesting. So Palantir also maybe getting a lift from RK because that's getting a lift from Tesla. By the way, this chart does look really good. Oh my God, I'm looking at it now. I mean, if this breaks 16, well, you got some resistance here at 1635, and then maybe it can head back towards 1718.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I'm not tempted to jump up. Like we talked about this Friday, like swings are very hard in this environment. Very, very, very hard. It's just so much chop. There's not a lot of follow through on swings. So I think that we're doing good shifting. We get the catalyst. We have our swing thesis, but trade it more aggressively for that day. We tend to be very accurate with what direction a stock is going to go for that day, right? We do the very good job at that. But then because of the market environment, to sustain that move in that direction is very, very hard. So we're kind of shifting our focus to trading the crap out of something on that day when we have its number, which we often do, and then getting out of Dodge a bit. So it's something to think about actually for us with Tesla because we're doing well today.
I know. I'm looking at it now and I'm thinking, we've been on such a good streak with day trading, but it's just hard because Tesla looks so good, man.
It does look so good. But we'll have to see. All right. But it's just a tough market environment, man. It is tough to get sustained moves and swings. All right. So let's test. That's the top four. SMCI was here to see if it would break out. It didn't. It looked like in the morning it was because pre-market it was breaking out above that 287 low. I still think that this will break out to 298 to 300 plus. It could happen on any day. So we're just monitoring that. We have a long-term position. Okay. And then LAP, what a move. We gave this to you this morning on the news of manufacturing facility. Look, I'm just looking at Tesla looking good right now. But their manufacturing facility now can make over 20 satellites a month instead of 10 satellites a month. LAP up 10%. I do worry a little bit about an offering. Look, we're getting kind of rejected at the 50 DMA. It did have a tail above it. But I don't know, man. With my calculations, I think they do need access to more capital. And I'm hearing some chatter in the industry that they don't have, that Rivada doesn't have financing yet. Now we have an update like this. I worry about at some point having an offering after a good news day. Was it today? Is it going to be today? I don't know. They could maybe hit us with more positive news tomorrow because we're waiting for them to win more Lockheed Martin business, which there could be a PR about that any day. So maybe it's going to come after that. But I'm starting to get suspicious about Rivada, especially because this morning in the press release, they didn't mention Rivada, but they did mention Lockheed Martin. And I'm like, what the heck is going on there? They're big. Okay, we can make 20 satellites a month. And, we're currently manufacturing 42 satellites on behalf of Lockheed Martin. And we're doing additional satellites and constellations. Rivada's their lead biggest customer, and they mentioned Lockheed. So I'm getting a little suspicious there about LAP. All right.
Tesla just is so nice.
I see it. Looks beautiful.
And throughout the day, buying on dips has been the best thing ever. Even just now that we bought some dips.
And you know, that's like the main thing at story trading. Like, we're setting a thesis for the day. So even though like we're kind of shifting to have more focus on like day trading or technical day trading, we have a bias that's informed by the sentiment and the catalyst and the fundamentals. That bias allows us to have conviction to buy the dips on a day like today. It's all about market psychology. Like, what's the rest of the market going to do today? Is going to do, right? So if you understand the fundamentals and market psychology and you can make an interpretation, hey, they want to buy today. So now you can have greater confidence buying the dips. And that's the story trading process, rather than just because you can get easily shaken out. If you're technical trading, you can end up selling on breakdowns, buying on breakouts, and it tricks you, and having, stop limits, stop losses and stuff like that. And you get like on the wrong side of it just by a few cents. It's like crazy. Like, how can you do technical trading blind to what the sentiment and the catalyst and fundamentals are, blind to what the psychological bias will be of the net aggregate opinion of all the other investors out there? So that's what we do best at story trading, is making that subjective judgment of how will the rest of the market react today. And that gives us confidence to buy the dips on Tesla, buy the technical dips. We're using technicals as a line, but if it breaks below it, we don't get scared, right? We're not like, oh my gosh, we got to get stopped out because we're technical traders. No, like, we know people want to buy the stock, even if it has like an intraday dip, below some level that maybe would be a stop loss. So that's working out really well. Just pointing out that the story trading, because traditionally in our community, we focus story trading on more swing time periods, which would be anywhere from days to quarters or even years, right? So that's traditionally what we've done, but we're just using that same process, but really focusing more on intraday or day, simply because of the market environment. And when things get better, maybe we can hold things longer. Okay, so that's Geo. We gave you Geo last week, and this morning we gave you the catalyst on the White House wanting to use ankle bracelets for the southern border states, so the illegal immigrants, don't get like bust up north. So in any case, that was a big catalyst for Geo. I don't know why it went down Friday, but then we have Citron Research coming out with a positive report, basically probably saying what I said. I didn't look up the full report yet. Oh, it's a tweet. So I didn't look at all their tweets, but here from Benzinga, you can see the Geo Group is poised to benefit from the current migration challenges, given its leadership in the. So I'm not sure that over here in this little tweet. Oh, here we go. Let's look at it. Let's see what we can find out here. And Alliant Capital says agreed. That's nice. Is a big account, but I don't know why no one's talking about this White House plan to do ankle bracelet monitoring. That's really positive for Geo, but nice to see both Citron and Alliant Capital both liking Geo. So we like Geo as well. We're in Geo. So let's look at the levels. I think 775 is your next resistance. Well, high of day, then 775. And then you have this big, nice gap to work in between the key moving averages after 775, 8 to 870. But I think this is one that I might want to swing, because like the immigration situation is just such a terrible situation that the tailwinds for the fundamentals and the sentiment here is really, really good for Geo right now.
Yeah, this immigration issue is also something that adds to just like my worry of American weakness, like US weakness. Like this, it's terrible. Like you see it all over Twitter, videos viral in the city and everywhere. It's like in Texas now, there was a whole thing. It's very, very tough. So yeah, I'm with you on Geo. I really feel good about it.
Yeah, well, that's a conversation for another day. I don't want to get too political here, but yeah, let's just leave it at that. But I think there is some risk. Let's put it this way. I think there is some risk to U.S. economic dominance in the world and the U.S. dollar. We know there's been the BRICS countries trying to displace the USD as the reserve currency of the world. And given, let's say, recent events, I want to elaborate further. I think the chances that accelerates and takes hold is much, much more. So that's a concern for the long term, intermediate to long term, regarding U.S. markets and the U.S. economy. But in any case, let's see if there's anything else. I don't really have anything else. Man, we nailed it again in terms of what are going to be like the top performing stocks for the day. Air didn't work out, right? And we quickly saw that. But look at our list that we gave you this morning. I mean, because if you scroll down, I don't really have a lot of. It's like we didn't really miss anything from our watch list. Everything is red or down, or only up 1 or 2%. See, Tableau is up 4 or 5%. I don't know if there was news there. Maybe we missed or not, or that's maybe normal volatility. But looking at our watch list, we're able to pull out. Well, XPEV is up 6%, but we're able to pull out a lot of the biggest winners and put it right at the top of our watch list here at 9 a.m. So if you're a story trading VIP, you get that inside edge, those early alerts. We gave you alerts late last night also on Tesla, early this morning. So head on over to StoryTrading.com. I know we had a issue with upgrading through the iOS App Store. I think that's been resolved. Resolved. So if you want to be a VIP member, head over to StoryTrading.com/app, and you can get a 7-day free trial there. And we'll see you every morning at 9 a.m. Eastern. Yosef, anything else to add?
Yeah, just the last thing I wanted to add quickly regarding NVIDIA. I asked you earlier. I think this is really also just shows how nicely story trading makes sense of things. You're like, why is NVIDIA down today? And it's all about the Tesla news that you mentioned, that they also mentioned NVIDIA, right? Didn't they say something about
yes. I don't know if it's all about that, but I think it's contributing. I think it was Morgan Stanley that upgraded Tesla to their top pick, basically said, this is the ultimate AI play. This is even better than NVIDIA. Like, I think I forgot the name of their AI supercomputer, like Doge or something. I don't know what it's called.
Dojo,
but they're like, that can add 500 billion in enterprise value to Tesla, and they're the most advanced AI company. And if you want to play AI, Tesla's even better than NVIDIA, like something like that. I didn't read the whole thing, but that's what I heard through the grapevine. So.
Okay, nice.
All right. Great day. Let's keep it up.
Take
care, everyone. All right. Bye-bye.